Good morning, Renew Kids. Welcome back. Another day hanging out with us. We're so excited to be here with you guys. My name is Liam.
And I'm Lena.
And I'm Anna. And guys, it's a new month at Renew Kids, right?
It is, yeah.
It's the month of March.
Whoa.
And I'm so excited because that means warmer weather. It's going to start happening and we can enjoy being outside again.
Yeah.
And less snow. And
Going for walks.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that.
All that's coming, right? So
Yeah.
we're really excited about March.
Yeah,
sure.
and well, a new month means a new topic
That's
for us
right,
here at
yep.
Renew Kids, a new song.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what else that means? A new song, like you just said.
Yeah.
So we're going to sing that song. Let's do
Yeah.
that. Get up on your feet. Let's sing. Let's dance. Let's worship God.
Sometimes it's hard to wait for all the things that I want. Sometimes I kind of feel like it's just taking too long to get the things I want, what I think I need. But I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I know that sometimes I just need to slow down and trust that you are working all of this out. You know the things I want, what I think I need, but I know you know what's best for me. I'm gonna live what I believe. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna hold up, slow down. I'm gonna trust that you're working it out. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working. I'm gonna have patience cause it'll be worth it. I'm gonna have faith, I know you have a purpose. I'm gonna wait cause I know you're still working on me. Still working on me. Still working on me.
Wow, I really love singing our song. I love that we get to sing it together here and you guys get to sing it at home with us. And it's just such a great way to start our morning.
Yeah,
it is.
for sure. And getting ready for what's next to come at Renew Kids, right?
Yeah.
I bet you guys at home are wondering why we are kind of dressed up like this today in aprons and have some kitchen tools with us. Well, for the month of March, the theme is called The Great Bake Off.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Great
we're going to be
Bake-Off.
learning what that means and how to apply it to our life. And first of all, I have to know, do you guys like baking? I love baking. It's so fun. I like to do it with my kids, and I work at Butter and Cup, so I get to bake there. So yeah, I really enjoy baking. What about you, Liam?
I don't really enjoy baking, but I like pie, cake. I like muffins. I like cupcakes. I like strudels. I like cheesecakes. I like everything that happens with baking, you know?
So you like eating it.
Yeah.
I do like eating it, but I don't like baking.
Enjoying the product of
Exactly.
the baker. Yeah.
Well, that all sounds really yummy. I also like to bake. I also work at Butter and Cup. I get to bake as well, but I really actually love eating what I
Yeah.
bake.
I think everybody loves baked goods, right?
Yes.
They're so
For sure.
good.
Yes.
And it's just like once you bake something, you're so excited about it. Like you get to show it off, if you didn't burn it, if it turned out the right way. Well, when I first saw the theme for this month, I thought, what in the world does baking have to do with Jesus, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I had a baking experience go wrong.
Uh-oh.
And it took a lot of patience. So this month we're going to be learning about patience. process, right? And patience is you're going to have to wait for something. It doesn't happen right away.
Right.
So my baking experience going wrong happened at my house with my kids, and we baked oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. And I don't know if we just mixed an ingredient, but our cookies turned out like one big giant cookie on the baking pan versus individual cookies, and then hard as rocks.
Oh, it's hard.
So then I just wanted to quit. I was like, we're done with cookies, but I couldn't because my 4 kids were like, we need a cookie.
Cookies, yeah.
So then we had to rebake.
Wow.
So you waited first, and then you
so,
had to wait
like a
again.
30-minute cookie experience. That was fun and great. It should have been done with. We should have been enjoying the chocolate chip cookies. Turned into like a 2-hour experience. And I didn't have patience. I was really frustrated.
Yeah.
It kind of took the joy out of it. Like it wasn't
Right.
even fun. I was frustrated. My kids could tell. Yeah.
Sounds like you need a lot of patience to do baking.
Yeah, you
and
do.
Even for your kids.
You really do.
They wanted a cookie and they have to be patient
Yeah.
for it. But
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That must take a long time.
It
A lot of
does.
patience baking.
For sure. And that's
Especially-
why the theme is Bake Off, right?
Right.
You know what is the thing that takes the most patience is the oven heating up.
Ooh.
When you go to turn on the oven
Yeah.
and it heats up,
Yeah,
it takes
or if
so
you
long.
forget to even turn
Oh.
on the preheat.
You're done putting your cookies on the pan,
Yeah.
and you go to the oven and it's cold.
Very true. Patience.
Patience,
Yeah,
for sure.
patience.
Yeah.
Well, in today's Bible story, actually, we're going to see Simeon in the Bible have to have a lot of patience and wait for something that he's wanted for a really long time, but then he gets to realize that it was worth the wait.
Ah.
So you guys at home, why don't you watch that video with us?
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 2, verses 25 through 35.
The birth of Jesus was unusual in many ways. He entered the world in a shelter with the animals and was celebrated by an entire host of angels.
Glory to God in the highest.
But Mary and Joseph cared for Jesus as with any child. When he was about 6 weeks old, they prepared to present him to the Lord at the temple.
The law says we must offer a sacrifice of 2 pigeons.
Or doves. How is he 6 weeks old already?
But as Mary and Joseph set out for Jerusalem with their firstborn son, someone was already waiting for them. A man named Simeon, and their stories were about to collide. Simeon had grown up in Jerusalem, faithfully worshiping God. He prayed daily.
Lord, help me understand your law. Help me serve you with my whole life.
Simeon would have studied the scriptures, words from the prophets from hundreds of years before.
The people who are now living in darkness will see a great light. They are now living in a very dark land, but a light will shine on them. What light, Lord?
Over the years, Simeon continued to pray, to worship, and to seek God in the temple. God's Holy Spirit was with him. And one day, the Spirit made Simeon a promise.
You will not die before you see the Lord's Messiah.
Me? With my own eyes? Thank you, Lord.
Simeon believed the promise and waited in joyful expectation.
Will it be today, Lord?
Simeon waited some more.
Will it be this year, Lord?
And then he waited still more.
How about this decade?
We aren't quite sure how long Simeon had to wait, but when his hair turned snow white, he was still waiting.
Soon, Lord.
Today, at last, Simeon received a new response.
A temple courtyard? I'm on my way. Where's my cloak? My walking stick?
God's Spirit led Simeon straight up to the Temple Mount and into the courtyard. Simeon stood in the center of the courtyard, allowing the voices to wash around him. He wasn't quite sure what he was looking for, but he knew God would reveal it to him.
A baby?
Simeon turned quickly to see a young couple nearby. The man carried a pair of doves in a small cage, the usual sacrifice after a child was born. The woman cradled a tiny baby in her arms.
Joseph, where do we go?
Excuse me.
Both the man and the woman looked up quickly.
May I hold the child?
Well, all right. Yes.
Simeon took the child gently into his arms. In the eyes of this infant, he saw the face of God, the rescuer, God's promised Messiah.
His name is Jesus.
Overwhelmed, Simeon turned his gaze toward heaven.
Lord, you are the king over all. Now let me, your servant, go in peace. That is what you promised. My eyes have seen your salvation. You have prepared it in the sight of all nations. It is a light to be given to the Gentiles. It will be the glory of your people, Israel.
Mary and Joseph stared in amazement.
We knew he was special.
This.
Simeon looked down at the child, then glanced up at Mary and Joseph again.
May the Lord bless you both.
Gently, Simeon returned Jesus to his mother's arms. After a lifetime of waiting, Simeon was overjoyed to see the fulfillment of the promise God had given him so long ago.
Wow, guys, that was a great lesson and a reminder today, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's
it was.
really hard to be patient. And Simeon had to wait a really long time, like years before he got to meet Jesus, right?
Yeah.
He was really old and he waited at the temple all the time for Jesus. And there were probably days where he doubted God and he doubted that he was going to see the Messiah.
Yeah.
It was Jesus, but he knew it was worth it in the end, right?
Yeah, and when he got to see the Messiah, he just knew that waiting on God was the best place to be for him.
And it was worth the wait.
Yeah.
Because he got to meet Jesus,
Yeah,
right?
baby
and
Jesus.
I'm sure it was super hard. Like
Yeah.
it's hard for me to wait for things sometimes, but then at the end of it, I see why I waited.
Right.
And our blessings do come during that time, right? Like we trust in God, we believe He has a plan for us, even as we're waiting for something.
Yep.
Well, and I can just think of like right now, I feel like we've been waiting this whole year to kind of
Yeah.
get back to normal, and it's been a long time, but I know like we keep praying and trying our best to have the right attitudes during this wait for COVID to be all over, right? And know that God has a plan, that God's in control over everything, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and God's working on us through our waiting too,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Some of us have gained new skills, some of us have been creative and how to love one another, and that's all good stuff.
Yeah. Well, guys, I actually have a game
Oh, game
to
time.
play. So at home, it's kind of like a trivia game. So we'll see how well you guys know these waiting questions.
Ooh, okay.
Or how long does it take, okay? So guys at home, play with us too. This game is called How Long Does It Take?
How long does it take? It's game time.
How
Let's
long
go.
is it going to take for us to answer the question?
Probably
Some
a long
of them
time.
are really hard, and so I am excited to hear your response.
Okay.
But we'll figure them out together.
Okay.
Okay, so whoever, just, I guess, raise your hand or discuss it. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we can do it together.
Okay, and you guys at home try to get the answers right too, okay? Okay, first question. How long does it take to walk 1 kilometer, which is 3,281 steps on average? Walk.
Walk?
So I think it's more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe like 11. I know that when I walk to Baya,
That's her dog, by the way.
yeah, usually it takes like 11 to 12 minutes to walk a kilometer.
I think you're pretty fast, so maybe on average it's higher. I
Okay,
think.
what do you
let's
guys
say-
think your
what's it?
final answer?
13? 13. 13, final answer.
Should have went with Lena's.
Oh, was it actually 11?
It literally, I searched this up, so it could be wrong, but it says 10 to 12 minutes
wow,
on
okay.
average. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
So
I'm an average
maybe
walker.
you're an
I guess
average
you are.
walker. Yeah, it might be different, like
Maybe it's because the dog's pulling you
in
all the
different
time.
age categories too, but the average
Right.
walker.
10 to 12
Okay.
minutes, cool.
Okay.
12 minutes.
And that's 3,281 steps, right? Like we
Wow.
don't even
Yeah.
think about that. That's a lot.
That's a lot,
That's a
yeah.
lot. That's a lot of steps.
Okay.
Okay, I know you guys should be able to get this one right, and you guys at home too. Okay, how long does it take to complete a whole day?
A whole day? In seconds, in minutes, hours?
Whatever you want to give me.
Okay, you can answer this.
24 hours.
Yep, you got it right. And I'm sure you guys at home got it right
24 hours in
too.
a day.
Okay, this
24
one. If you're a cook, you might know. How long does it take to cook a Thanksgiving turkey?
Oh.
3 hours? Something
And
like that.
it's.
I don't
I
know.
think it's an hour.
I'm gonna
a
give
pound.
you.
An hour a pound?
I'm just gonna let me wait.
Oh,
let
there's
me
more?
just give you some guidelines
Okay,
for the
okay.
turkey. Okay, so this turkey is 15 pounds.
15 pounds?
Okay.
And it's not frozen. So it's thaw.
Okay, so it doesn't take 15 hours.
I was worried about your first.
I've never cooked.
I think it's like 3 hours. I think around 3 hours.
Yeah.
I feel like when my mom's cooking turkey dinner, she leaves it in for,
3 hours?
I don't know, maybe. She'll start at like 3 and
Like
6.
3 to 5? 3 to 5.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yeah, around 3 hours.
You guys nailed it.
No,
It
for
takes
real.
between 3 to 4 hours to
Nice.
cook a
Yes,
15-pound
good job.
turkey. Yeah.
Very good.
And it is worth the wait,
Yeah,
right?
that
Like
is
when
worth the
you're
wait.
waiting all day to eat Thanksgiving dinner and then you finally get to eat it, it's so
Oh.
it's very
You're
exciting.
making me
And
crave Thanksgiving
It's
dinner.
worth the wait the next day, too. 'cause,
Yeah.
Like leftover
Leftovers.
turkey.
Yes,
Oh.
yes, very true. Okay, how long does it take to fly from Toronto to Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Oh. Okay, Hawaii.
I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think? I don't know.
It's further than Florida.
Is it? Okay.
So Florida takes, I think, like 3.5 hours. Like if there's no layover, so maybe like 6.
Sure. I have no idea. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Want to say 6 hours?
6. Yeah, I feel like it's
Final answer, 6 hours.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the internet is wrong. But where I got this fact from, it says it takes 13 hours and 52 minutes.
Huh.
Oh my gosh.
We got to look that up
that-
after and
maybe.
we'll confirm.
Yeah.
Maybe you could
or
be, that could be
maybe
right.
it's right.
We'll see.
Oh
But
wow.
that does take a long time.
Maybe
Huh.
because it's like
Maybe there was a layover on this specific flight.
True.
too.
That's probably what it was.
Maybe we'll tell you the correct answer next week.
we'll look it up
We'll
then.
look up this
We'll look
one,
it
yeah, because maybe it is only 6 hours directly. I don't know.
You guys can look it up. Ask your parents.
We'll get back to you guys on that
Yeah.
one. Okay, how many days does it take to complete a whole year of school?
A school year?
Maybe you guys know. How many days?
A school year.
Like
so not a
going
full
to
year.
school.
okay.
A school year.
Is 8
Right,
months,
not a full
10
year.
months.
So a full year is 365 days.
Good.
But then a
Good.
school year, we have 2 months of summer.
Yeah.
So, minus-
365 minus 60.
but then plus weekends.
Oh, that's a lot of math. Yeah, that's right.
So, my brain.
Just try to ask.
200 and
60, 250.
260.
Around 260.
What do you guys think? You guys are really wrong.
Oh, really?
It's 180
What?
days.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We were way off.
Yeah, by the time you get off for summer and March break and Christmas,
Christmas break. Yeah, we didn't even
Yeah,
think
you
about that.
actually are only in school 180 days.
Right, and
yeah.
about like family day
Yeah.
and like Easter.
So
Long
guys,
weekends, yeah.
you guys can do it at school. Like it, you just
That's not that long.
Yeah.
50 days.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
100
We were way off.
180 days.
All right.
Okay, last. How long does it take? Question. How many years does Halley's Comet appear?
Haley's Comet. What is that? Okay. Over 100 years.
No.
Yeah.
Less.
Less? You think?
Less.
61 years.
No.
You don't know?
Yeah, does Lena know?
Yeah. Do you know the answer? I don't know anything about the stars.
I think it's like 72.
72?
years or something like that.
Okay.
Okay,
Sure.
Lena, you're very close. It takes every 75 to 76 years it makes an appearance in Earth's atmosphere.
Wow. What's it called again?
Halley's Comet.
Huh.
Yeah, so it
Interesting.
last made its appearance on Earth in the year of 1986.
Wow.
So it's coming up.
Yeah, so
In
I
what?
was
Okay.
2
Oh.
when it was last made its appearance on Earth.
Is it
and
75 years?
Yep.
So,
So-
what? Close to 30,
So
30-ish
it
years
should
around there till it's come back?
2061.
2061. Yeah. So,
2061.
Yeah.
over
So it's going to be a long
40
wait.
years. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a long
A
way.
long wait
40
to
years from now.
2061, and
Wow.
I'll be 76.
I don't know how old I'll be.
Wow, really
That's
old.
crazy.
Really old. Well, it's 40 years.
I'll be 58. No.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18 plus
Yeah.
40.
Yeah, 58. 58. We're
we're
not good at this game. We're not good at math.
But
I'm
guys,
58.
isn't that like all those facts
I'll be
really?
69.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And you guys will be older too. Think about that.
Wow.
But I think we forget how long things take sometimes,
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
Things don't just happen instantly.
You gotta be
right?
patient for them.
You gotta be
Because
patient
they're worth
for
it. It's gonna
Right.
be worth it when we see Haley's Comet in
Yeah.
40
That's
years.
right. That's
gonna
right.
be worth
It'll be
it.
really, really cool.
And you guys are gonna remember one day, and we're new kids. We talked about it, and you saw it in 40 years.
That's right.
You saw it. You're gonna remember that.
That's right, for
But
sure.
That's crazy.
Well, I think before we go, we should read our new Bible verse
Let's
for the
do it.
month. It's a really, really good one. So, guys, listen up.
Wait for the Lord. Be strong and don't lose hope. Wait for the Lord. Psalm 27, verse 14. Guys, that's an awesome verse telling us to wait for the Lord. It's pretty simple, but we got to wait for God, wait for His plan, and we got to be patient. We got to be patient when we're cooking, but we also got to be patient when we're waiting for God, because God's in control. And guys, correction on the flight to Hawaii.
We found the correct answer.
9 hours and 48 minutes from Toronto to Hawaii.
To Hawaii.
We said what, 6 hours?
Yeah.
The answer, you said
I
13
said
hours?
16.
Oh, 16 hours? No, you
That
said,
must have been with a layover or
Probably.
something. I must have got it
but it
wrong.
takes around 10 hours, almost 10 hours.
10-hour flight. That's a long
Hawaii.
flight.
That is a
But
long
it would be
flight.
worth the wait.
It would be worth the wait,
Yes,
just
it
like,
would.
For sure.
Yeah.
just how like it's worth the wait for God. Wait for Him and whatever
And
we're
I
doing.
loved how that verse said, like, don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because God's with us the whole time in our waiting.
Yeah.
And He knows when the waiting will be over, right? Like, God already knows that, and we can take joy in that,
Yeah.
right?
And going back to Simeon in today's story, he was patient. He waited for the Lord, and eventually he met Jesus, which is
Even
crazy.
when it's hard.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
like it's so hard to wait
Mhm.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And like that's fine if it's hard for you to wait because you know that you can always go to God with it, right?
Talk to Him about it.
Yeah.
And usually the things that take the longest are worth the wait even more.
sure.
Like the further you go on a
Yeah.
flight, the better it is
That's
because
right.
it's more
That's
tropical.
That's true.
Yeah.
So the longer we wait for God, the better it's going to be.
Yep.
You know?
All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great week. We'll see you back next Sunday.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye. See ya.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Eat a cookie. Bake something.
Or two.
Yeah. Little nerd.